Okay, so one of the things that I want you to know is when you're doing decimals. In fact, let me see. Who can I have here? 0, 0. 1, 2. Okay, Christian, you want to do this for me? Come here and do it.
Does he have to use a chair?
Yes.
You can, of course.
Class.
Alright, so we're gonna put the bigger number on top, so it's gonna be 0.0012. And then for multiplying decimals, you pretty much know this, but you don't line up the decimals.
Very good.
You don't. No, you just straight up don't. That's point and that's 0, 0, 0, and then 9. I definitely messed that up. Alright. Get your multiplication sign. I know they're not lined up, and I noticed that.
No, I'm saying like the numbers.
The numbers definitely aren't.
He's fine.
I'm fine. That's 18. And then you do basic multiplication from there. So it's 10. And that's 1. Yes, I know, please. I don't work well under pressure. That is one thing everyone should know about me by now.
Boys and girls, let him finish, please. Thank you.
Well, since it's nothing but zeros after that, this is technically our answer. Technically speaking.
The decimal go?
Well, what you do is you go back 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's 4, and then 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's 4 plus 4, guys. I love doing that. So, and then you'd put an 8 spots, but since we only have 4, we have to add a couple more zeros. So that's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and that definitely went off the page. Somehow that's still fitting.
Actually, that's pretty good. Thank you.
Yeah, I know how to multiply.
That's a lot of zeros.
I'm gonna teach you guys.
Okay, Christian. Excuse me. Okay, now, I wanted to see how you do this. Now, this is better than a lot that I've seen, because a lot of ones that I've seen is they'll start with the 0 and they'll go 0, 0, 0, and then this 0 is 0, 0, 0, and then they'll go to this 0, 0 times that is 0, 0 times that is 0, and they'll put another row, you know. So at least he didn't do that. But now, I'm going to show you my way. Okay, so, Christian, my way is done.
It seems simple.
So we don't need to write any of that at all. All you need to write is your significant numbers, 12 times 9, because the zeros in the front just get in the way. Multiply those, and then he's right. You count all the places to the right of the decimal. And in this, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I should, in my head, be able to circle 8 to the right of that decimal. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And that is it. So we got the same answer, just in a little different way. So one of the things we're trying to do is to clean up your work. This one is so easy. And then the other one, the ones with a single digit, if it's a single digit, it can go here. In fact, let's look at the number 6. So you can write right now the 1 through 6 right here. So again, do I need to worry about these zeros? Not at all. So if it's a single digit, we're just going to multiply, and you can go ahead and do that now. And that's 42, 45. And Sean, sit up, please, and you could be doing the work also. 6 times 4 is 24, 25, 26, 27, 28. If you prefer to write it on your line paper, you may. And then 6 times 1 is 6, 7, 8. All right, now the big thing is, again, on that particular problem, how do I know where the decimal is going to go?
Count all the places to the right.
Yeah, and so on this one here, there's a decimal, an invisible decimal to the end, so we don't need to do that one, Sean. Make sure you did your own work. And then on this one, there's 2 places in, so I need to go 2 places in. So, and I'm going to look over here, Now I'm not rounding, listen carefully, if this were money, I'd have to leave it like this. If I said round it to the nearest hundredth, I would have to leave it like this. But I'm not saying that today. We're just multiplying, so you may drop a 0. So I'm going to look over here and see if I find my answer. Is it there?
Yeah.
Yes, it's right there. I'm going to cross it off. And again, I'm going to make mine look like the answer. So I'm going to take off that 1 0. We don't need to rewrite it. And then where I see this problem number 6 at the bottom is I am going to put the letter A. Where is there? Where's the C? Right here. So I'm going to put it right here. Yes. Yes. All right. But then, so these should be pretty easy. Those are all single digit. When you get to the double digit, there's no way. These numbers are way too tiny. We're going to set it up very quickly on your lined paper. And I want to talk about multiplication of double digit, going over some basics that, I don't know. So let's go ahead and look at the 38 times 20. When you're writing this down, you don't need to write the decimal at all. All you need to write is 38 times 24. Yes. On these double digit, a double times a double, all of these in here, yes, these are going to be on paper. Okay. Because it's too big of a mess. So here we go. It takes a second, Sean, it takes a second to write it. All right. So again, start your multiplication. So I know that that's 32, and then that is going to be 12, 13, 14, 15. Now, here's where you don't have to write this twice. I'm just writing it twice because, oops, 24. So that's 1, 5, 2. Now, some of you, when you start on this next one, okay, I'll put what some of you do and what I do. Some of you put a placeholder here. If you do that, draw a line through it because nothing here when I multiplied to 0. So we're going over to the tens place, so I should really start here. But if a placeholder helps you, fine. I'm going to show you in a second that you don't need it. 2 times 8 is the 16. I'll just cross over that. 2 times 6 is, 2 times 3 is 6, and 1 is 7. So when I'm doing mine, in fact, let me write this again. Is, again, I do the first row, and I know when I'm starting with that one, my answer has to start right under it. So I usually don't use placeholders. I'll just go 2 times 8 is 16, and that is going to be 7. And I should get the same answer no matter how I do it. So at this point, boys, move your desk back, please. At this point, I'm going to put my answer back here, and you don't have to line it up in any way. So I'm going to put it back on the worksheet as 9, 1, 2. I need a pencil. And then I'm going to go ahead and put where my decimal should go. So the decimal should go one place over. If you want to put it here, you can, but circle it or do something and go over one place, and you're done. So that is, where is that one? Right here. So it's the letter W, and that is for the problem number 7. And I'm going to do maybe one more. All right, so if I'm doing the number 12, who knows what I don't need to write down? I don't need to write the zeros. I also don't need to write, what else? I don't need to write the decimals at all. So you're right. Let's make it look like a regular multiplication problem times 75. And then we can go ahead and work it out. So again, when I'm working with the 5, it starts under the 5. So you multiply yours. Then when I start with the 7, I don't put placeholders. I'm starting under the 7 right there. So if I had another number here, I would start right there. But on this one, then it's going to be 56. Make sure that your carry marks are very tiny, because I had 1340 there. I don't want 13140. So make that carry mark very small. And then I can put my decimal. So it was over 3 places. I had nothing here, over 3. So 1, 2, 3. Now, when I'm bringing my answer up, who knows what zeros I don't need?
The last two?
The last 2. Please don't erase them. I want to see that you did get those zeros. But when I bring my answer up, I can bring 20.1. So we're going to learn how to clean up our multiplication, clean up working with all those zeros that we don't need. And 20.1. And let's make sure that it's there. I should have done that before I put it down, but it's there. So the 12 gets the letter I. 12, where's 12? Right here. And, okay, when I'm writing this one down, do I need to write that 0 down? No. What time do we get out? I let my last class out too early. 10:47. We get out at 15. Oh, we've got lots of time. Okay, I think you can do all of these. I'm wondering how much of this you can do. It's not that bad. Because a lot of these are single digits. All of these in this row are single digits. Okay, let's go ahead and see what we're going to do. Okay, how would you do this number 15 quickly? Multiply. So, 8. How many 8.1s are there? So you would just go 8.1 times 7, and the only reason I put it here is so that I could see I'm only going to go in one place. So that is pretty easy. That's your number 15. And let me see. Same thing on this one. Same thing on that one. This one is classified. A classified ad costs $2.45 per line per day. Okay. Oh, that's a good one. What would you have to do? How much will it cost to run 4 lines for 7 days?
So just figure out how much it is, times 4, and then that number times.
There you go. So it would be on number 19, it would be $2.45, and you've got, is it 4 lines per line per day? So times what? It's 4 lines. So what do I multiply this by? By 4. There you go. And then when you get this, that answer is going to be times 7. And then that should give you your total for the 7 days. All right. Let me just kind of see. I'm going to let you guys go ahead and start on that. It's real easy, and I'm going to see how many on the back we're going to do. So you guys can begin. We've got 15. We've got like 30 minutes. I think that's going to be plenty of time. Again, these can all be done right here on the paper. Okay. And yes.
Can you show me the scratch word when you get the number 12?
Number 12 is right here. Number 12, I took 268 times 75. 268 times 75. Just multiplied it. And then I looked at my work here. It's over 3 places. So I went over 3 places here. And I knew once I put that decimal, I may drop zeros at the end. And so my actual answer is this right here. Okay, does that make sense? And people at home, if I add more, I'm going to let you know.